Today's session will be regarding GRE. So I'll just brief you very quickly over the GRE quant. We are going to start with quant more so because it's too much of verbal part we are already doing in our IELTS class. So I don't want to get that session to be a bit boring, so that only verbal. So it's good that we, indulge ourselves into the quant part, so that will make, some sort of refreshment. And since today is the introductory class, mostly on the quant, we'll see very usual algebra things. Just a second, let me just share my screen. Aarti Nahare, did you accept that request of the classroom? Because I found you till evening. I found that you.
Ma'am, I was trying to join that classroom, but I was not able to join it.
Why?
Ma'am, I don't know, but I was not able to join.
Did you get any error message or something?
Ma'am, it is showing invitation not found.
Okay. That means you must have joined then. Did they show you, like, are you able to see any classroom in your account?
No, ma'am.
Just a
I'll
second.
try once again.
Just try once again. I'm also checking my, what shall I say, the system here also. Let me just, or rather maybe after class also you can check anything, but then others have
Ma'am, it is
joined.
showing class not found.
Okay, now on the right hand side from where you access the, drive and all, just try and move in there and see, is there there's a classroom option. Do you have any classroom there?
Ma'am, actually, I'm using it from phone.
Okay, you're using it from phone.
Yeah, ma'am, I'll take it from laptop once, then I'll tell you.
Yeah, let me know once. Then
Yes, ma'am.
because even if it's expired, then what I'll do is that I will once again send a request. Okay.
Yes,
All right. So let us just begin with our algebra session. Are you able to view my screen? Oh, no, wait, the net is taking some time. Just a second, it's taking some time. Yes, now you should be able to view my screen. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes, ma'am, visible.
Visible now? All right. Okay. So GRE quants, and the first thing in quants that we all learned since our, okay, now this is quant, this is not maths. You don't need to have that math capability here. So what you only need is you need to have that sense of, what should I say, that ability to distinguish between various forms of number, various categories that they fall into, and very quickly, without using a pen, mostly all the GRE problems that you come across, other than one or two geometry and coordinate problems, most of them require you not to use your pen. So I'll teach you how to do that. Okay, let us just first we'll see a very basic of our, just the basic of algebra part. We'll just check and see. And I presume all of you already know that those things, but since it's my duty, I should be going from the basics. In case few of the things you have forgotten, we can just recheck that. But also in addition to that, what I'll also do along with that is I will try and we'll start doing some numericals. Directly, we'll start with some numericals. So so the first thing for algebra, if you're, you are working with algebra, is you'll get some equations. Algebra is all about equations. And what is equation? Some part of the equation includes something that's a variable quantity, variable as in that, something that can constantly change its value. Okay, and constant is in something that doesn't change your value. So if I am looking at an equation like this, what I get to see is this equation has variable x. X can have any set of except any set of values for itself. Y variable, and then these 6, 5, these are not constants, mind you, because these are a part of this variable. So these are called what? Anybody can tell me this? What is this 5 and 6? If x and y are the variables, what is this 5 and 6? Anybody?
Constants.
Sorry?
Constants.
Constant is something that never changes value. Now imagine if this 6 is multiplied by the value of x is 1, so it becomes 6. If this 6 is multiplied with the value of x to be 2, it becomes 12. So its value is not remaining constant. It is changing with respect to the variable. So any value that changes with respect to the variable this is your coefficient. This is called coefficient. All right. So 6 out here is a coefficient. This 5 out here is a coefficient. Why? Because they have a variable attached to it. Okay. So the value of this variable increases or decreases with respect to your variable. Hello? Nazish Ali, are you are you going to attend the sessions regularly? Because I found you, I think this is Nazish Ali, are you there?
Yes, ma'am. Actually, I'm not sure if I'll be able to, but I'll try to attend it regularly.
Yeah, please try, because otherwise, if you're skipping some of the sessions, maybe you're engaged in something else. What happens is you actually cannot connect. It's like it is all the classes are connected to each other. So once you're missing few of the classes, if and otherwise it's not an emergency, what happens is you'll keep, you will not get the flow. So that is again going to hamper on your test day. So check it and try if you can. Okay. And Nazish, I don't have your email address because there is already a classroom. If you can share your email address, etc., then what I can do is I can add you to that classroom wherein you'll get to see the materials, the assignments with which you can practice at home also. All right.
Yes, ma'am. Fine.
Yeah.
I'll share it with you.
Yeah. Okay. You can now mute yourself. Thank you. Okay.
Sorry,
So,
ma'am, for the interruption.
no problem. It's perfectly all right. I just wanted to clarify that nothing else. All right. So this is 6. This is 5. So that becomes a coefficient. We call it a coefficient. Why? Because it is a part of the variable. Okay, so it holds a significance for the variable, because if my variable is x out here, my variable is x multiplied by y out here, xy. So what is it? This gives another meaning to that xy with this coefficient. All right, similarly for 4, 3, these are also coefficients because they're attached with a variable. Fine. Now, but then what is a constant? This equation, come to this equation, x squared plus 9x plus 14. Out here, x squared is your variable, rather x is your variable. This is the x squared is the variable squared. So I would say it is of the order, the squared thing is called order of x is 2. This is x here. So order of x is 1 here. So anyway, so the out here 9 is again the coefficient, right? 9 is the coefficient here. What is the coefficient of x squared? Is there any coefficient of x?
1,
1.
Very good. 1. 1 is my coefficient of x squared. What about this 14? What is it?
constant, ma'am.
Very good. This is my actual constant. Why? Because there is no sign of a variable here. So there no way you can change this value of 14. Only I can do some operation with it. If I substitute the value of x, only then I can operate with it with 14. Else it remains constant as it is. All right. Okay. So yeah. So the first thing that I get to see is this is an equation which is having two variables, x, y. However, this is an equation which is rather, so this is called a polynomial equation. This is a polynomial equation because you've got two variables, you've got different powers to each other. So this is called a polynomial equation. This is called a monomial equation. Why? This is only having y as its constant. There is no x. So if more than one variable you come into the picture, it's your polynomial of higher degree, etc. If only one variable is in the picture, we call that a monomial. Okay. All right. Now there is a method, because you can see there is some operations that is going to take place, some multiplications, etc., etc. How do you do that multiplication in case of algebra? Suppose you have 2x plus 1, 3x minus 1. If I asked you to operate this, we know that we'll multiply each of the quantity. So this is very famously multiplied by a method called the FOIL method. This FOIL. What does F stand for? First. What are the first digits out here? I have this as the first digit, this as the first digit. All right. So I'll multiply what? 3x into 2x. What will it give me? The 3 2s are 6. 6x squared. All right. Next is outer. So this is a bracket. This is a bracket. So which are the outer parts? This end bracket and this end bracket. These are the outer. These are at the periphery of the bracket. So these we call outer. So I'll multiply this with this. So that is your minus of 2x. into 1. So that's 2x. Next, so outer is also done. Next is inner. Within the bracket, which are the two inner part. So this is 1, this is the other. So let us multiply plus 1 into plus 3x. So plus 3x. All right, and the final one is last. So last of each of the brackets we'll use. So for this, the last is 1. For this, the last is 1. So 1 into 1 is giving me 1 into minus 1 is giving me minus 1. So this is the format how we normally multiply. Now you can follow the other method, but sometimes what happens during the exam time, while doing it very fast, we might do a multiplication. Maybe in place of 2 into x, you multiply that twice. All right, so that gives you a wrong calculation. That's the only problem. Otherwise, since childhood you are doing this, you can follow any method, but this is the most authentic method, the FOIL method. Clear? All right. So that same FOIL method is being carried out here. Do stop me. Do stop me if you find somewhere. I am going pretty fast because I presume that all these things are very old to you. It is just a brushing up session that we are doing. So, but still, if at one point you feel that what is going on, you're not able to understand, please do stop me there. Okay. All right. Next is, yeah. So this is a FOIL method they have followed, x plus 2 into x plus 7, the method I told you. So what will I do? I'll first multiply this x in x. So that is x into x. Then I'll multiply the outer of the bracket. So this is outer one bracket. This is outer other bracket. That gives me 7x. Then is inner. This is inner bracket. This is inner bracket. That gives me 2x. And then finally last of this bracket, last of this bracket. So 14. So finally, I got this equation as x squared plus 9x, this 14. Over and above this, what do I need to know? I need to have these formulas in mind, right? So a plus b whole square is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square, a minus b whole square equal to a square minus 2ab plus b square, and a square minus b square equal to a plus b into a minus b, right? Can anybody tell me the a plus b whole cube formula? That is not required in when you are like a very hard problem will come with this. Other than that, it is not going to come, but just for your knowledge, I want to know.
Ma'am, I'm not sure, but it's a cube plus b cube plus 3ab into bracket a plus b.
Very good. So it is actually, if you open it up, we don't do this. What we say is a cube plus 3a square b plus 3ab square. That is this. If you open this up, this becomes 3a square b once, then 3ab square. So that's perfectly right. Plus b cube. All right. And the same thing is for your minus thing. Only the minus sign comes alternatively. So that becomes a cube minus 3a square b plus 3ab square minus b cube. All right. I'm going pretty fast because this is just a brush up session, but do stop me if anywhere you feel that I need to repeat that. All right. Next is, there will be cases that there are most of the problems you'll come across in algebra will be, as I have told you, you don't have to use the pen there. Only few, alterations of the equations you have to do. Like suppose you'll be given a big equation like this. You'll be told, please find the value of this. And only given condition will be given 2x square plus 4x is equal to 5. This is given to you. How do I solve this? So this is a method where we try and take the most common factors out. So in this equation, what you'll find is I have got 2x squared plus 4x. I have 6x cubed plus 12x squared. So I can see there is a factor, common factor out here is 3x, 3x, 3x. So if I take common from this equation, 3x, so this becomes 2x squared. Now this will not come on day one to you. Your brain will start telling you, will give you signals once you are through maybe, 50, 60 problems already. You've practiced those 50, 60 problems already. Then your brain starts signaling you. As soon as you see 6x and 12x, your brain will tell you this is similar to this part. So see, if I take common 3x, this becomes how much? Please actively participate. So this becomes 2x squared. And this will become what? This will become 4x plus 11. All right. Now I am already given what? 3x is common. Let that be common. So this is called, this 3x is the highest common factor. HCF or GCF, that's your 3x. So this is 3x common. Now you see 2x squared plus 4x, and I'm already given a value 2x squared plus 4x is equal to 5. So I'll just put that value 5 plus 11, that is equal to 3x into 11 plus 5, 16. That will give me a very fine answer, 48x. So this big equation now comes down to this. There will be many more data given to you for which you can even maybe, you can find this value from here. So this is a very common sort of a problem you'll come across in the, very elementary problems will be like this, wherein you will be given a very huge bulky equation which once you see it, you'll find like how to solve it. This is so very complicated, it'll take me so much time. But if you just keep your eyes open, if you have practiced a lot, your brain will immediately give you a signal, hello, this 2x squared plus 4x is similar to 6x and 12x. So let us do some operations. So let us take that common thing out, and immediately I find this, okay, this matches with the given part. So just substitute the value and then you do the operation. All right. Okay. Again, this formula we have already discussed, right? So I'm skipping this. Yeah. Next is, like you try and simplify equations, we also try and simplify fractions. How do we do that? If I have some sort of a fact, I know that if a by b is given to me, a by b is equal to 5, what I do is that I try to solve it, a part of it. So what I do, I know that a by b into b by a will give me 1. So whatever I do on the golden rule is, if you're giving a part of u to the left side, you should give the same part of u to the right side. So if I am, just to make this left hand side 1, just to remove these variables, if I somehow do a multiplication as b by a, wherein a will get cancelled to get that 1, I cannot just do that on one side because the weightage then falls here. What I have to do, I have to do the exact same thing the other side. So what do I do? 5 into b by a. That's a golden rule. Whatever you feed one hand, you have to feed that to the other hand to maintain the equality. Otherwise, there will be the disbalance there. All right. Okay. So a problem like this, wherein you have 2 by 5x is equal to 8. A problem like this, that you have 2 by 5x is equal to 8. What do we normally say? We normally say that, okay, so this becomes what? X is equal to 8 into 5 by 2. Directly we say that. Because it's a very small value problem, it is very easy to work. What if it becomes a very higher category problem, wherein the bulkness of the number is huge? So in that case, what do we say? How do I get this as 5 by 2? Nothing. 2 by 5. To eliminate this 2 by 5 fraction, what I do is I multiply that by 5, that with 5 by 2. So what happens? My 2 gets cancelled. So this side becomes 1, and I also had an x here. So 1 into x, that is equal to the other side. There was an 8, but then you have given some weight on the weighing machine to the left hand side. So the balance you have to give to the right hand side, something, not something, the exact thing to balance it. So I'll multiply the right hand side also with 5 by 2. So here my 2 will get cancelled with the 8. So I will be left with x is equal to 20. Am I making sense here? I'm going very fast. I'm repeating this, but this is just because this is a brush, like, you know, I'm just trying and, you know, brushing up all the exact concepts. So, but still, if you think that I'm going fast, please do stop me. Is this pace all right?
No, ma'am, it's perfect.
Okay. So that is about eliminating fractions. Similarly, we do something called, LCM. So whenever I have a fraction like this, dissimilar fractions, I'll try and find out the LCM there. So directly, what I can, rather than I only speaking, I would want some participation from your end. So this equation, how do I solve this equation? Very quickly, someone. Aarti Lasure.
We can solve it, ma'am, by simple multiplication.
How do I do that? Please help me. Tell me the steps. I'll do that.
3x into 2.
3x into 2 plus
4
Hmm.
divided by 2 the whole divided by
Hello. Natia.
8, ma'am.
Okay. But is the problem from my end, or Aarti Sure you stopped? Okay, so out here, what do I have? This side remains x by 3, right? Am I going right, or please help me? So what is the next step? What should be the next step?
Ma'am, we will do the multiplication of 3x into 2.
3x into 2. Yeah, okay, we do the multiplication. So that becomes 6x plus 4 by 8 is equal to x by 3. Next, what do I do? Is anybody speaking? Or
cross multiplication?
Cross multiplication, very good. So let me do the cross multiplication. So everybody knows what is a cross multiplication?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so that is 6x plus 4 into 3. That is equal to 8 into x. Right? So now I can open the brackets here as 18x plus 12 is equal to 8x. Next, I can bring the 8 this side. 18x minus 8x is equal to 12. That is equal to 10x is equal to 12. So x is equal to 12 by 10. That is.
Ma'am, it will be minus 12.
Oh, sorry, it will be minus 12, right? So minus 12 by 10. So then that comes down to minus of 6 by 5. Right?
Yes, ma'am.
Hello,
So
ma'am.
is the procedure completely right? Or anything more that I should be doing?
Minus 1.2 directly.
Okay, minus 1.2, that is a separate thing. Mostly we can, leave it to be that decimal thing, 1.2, the fraction thing. Mostly in GRE, we leave it at the fraction thing unless it is the options that you're given has that decimal part to it. Mostly it's fraction. Okay, so everything is right, no mistake. At least say a yes or a no, anything. Okay, so a big mistake that we have committed is this. What is the LCM of 4 and 2? How do we find the LCM? Hello. Oh, I'm not getting this. Is my audio reaching you? Pragati,
Yes, ma'am, you are audible.
yeah. So
Yes, ma'am, you are
because
audible.
none of you are speaking, so I am just confused. How do we find the LCM? Do we know? Does everybody know this?
Ma'am, I'm not sure, but I will just try to. Hello, am I audible?
You are audible perfectly, Aarti. So how is the LCM of 4 and 2, 8?
4 into 8. I will just explain by this equation. 4 into 2 into 3. Is it correct? Which will be 12.
Okay.
By multiplying the...
No, okay. So I'll just very quickly tell you LCM
we
is
should take 4 instead of 8.
very good. Who,
As LCM of 4 and 2, it's lowest common multiple. Least
yeah,
common multiple.
right. So why did the mistake happen at the first place? So LCM is 4, 2, suppose, okay, let us work with 4 and 2 first. So I try and, work with the multiples. I start dividing it. So what is the most common thing I can divide both with? I'll try that. So I can see this is 4, this is 2. So I can divide it by 2 only. So if I take 2, what happens? This becomes 2, this becomes 1. So finally, my LCM is the multiplication of all this. So LCM of 4 and 2 is 2 into 2 into 1. That is 4. So if LCM of 4 and 2 is 4, so this becomes 4 here. If this becomes 4, actually, if this becomes 4, this will then become 4 here. If this becomes 4, this becomes 4 here. If this becomes 4, so this becomes 14. So anyway, whatever it is, I'm not going for the calculation. So this is what LCM is. So if I tell you, all of you, if you have the notepad, kindly tell me what is the LCM of 4, 16, 8. Quickly. All of you, I want to do it. Find the LCM of 4, 16, 8.
Eight.
Aarti Lasuri, did you do it or you just tried
No,
and guessed?
I did it.
Okay. Let us just wait for others. Yes, Shraddha, Pragati, Nazish. Okay, Nazish is telling me it's 16. Let's see what others have. Others, are you working or Pragati, Shraddha? Why is Shraddha so quiet today? Yeah.
I got one more answer, which is 32.
Okay, so Aarti has another answer. 32. Let us see.
Ma'am, it's 16.
Shraddha is saying it's 16. Okay, so 2 votes for 16, 1 vote for 32, and 8. What about Pragati and Aarti Nahare?
Ma'am, it's 8.
Okay, Pragati also votes for 8. Nahare?
Ma'am, mine's coming is 32.
32. Okay, let us just quickly see it. So what did I tell you? Find the most common multiple that is for all at a go. So find the least actually. So that is what? Least common multiple. So the least thing that I can divide all of this at a go is 4. 4 is common for all. So this becomes 1. This becomes 4. This becomes 2. Right? That is now divided by 2 because now this is 1. So I cannot do anything with this. This is 4 and this is 2. So 2 is common between the two. So 1, 2, 1. And now finally only 2 is left. I can do that. I can leave it as it is also. So 2 2s are 4, 4 4s are 16. So whoever came with the 16 answer is perfectly right. Now, why somebody got 32? Because what you did was you stopped here. You divided this by 4. You got a 4 here. You got a 2 here. You directly multiplied. 4 2s are 8. 8 4s are 32. But that is wrong because this 4 and 2 also have something in common. Until and unless that common thing is depleted, rather I would suggest do not even multiply, do this with 4 to avoid any mistake. It will take some time, but do the actual process. First take 2. Always do with prime numbers. Okay. LCM should always be done with prime numbers. This is an advanced step wherein you can do some mistakes. So do with 2. So 2, 2, 8, 4. Again, 2 is common. 2, 1, 4, 2. Again, 2, 1, 2, 1. So now that's the last one. So 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 8 2s are 16. So that's your 16. Right? One more. Anybody had doubts in this?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
No, ma'am.
Do another one. Find the LCM of 8, 6, 12. It shouldn't take you so much time. I want a very fast
24.
24. Okay. Nazish says 24. Shraddha says 24. What about others? Pragati, Lasure, Nahare.
Ma'am, it's 24.
Okay. That's from Nahare. What about Lasure and Pragati? Okay, let us quickly check. So are we doing only with prime numbers? No shortcuts, okay? Because since we are having some doubts right now, don't try and do with the 4 or, try and do only with the prime numbers. That will help you in avoiding mistake. It might take me some time, but I'll get the exact answer. So 2 is for all. So let me do with 2, 3, 6. So now for all, I can see either I can do with 2 or I do with 3, only 2 parts will be working. So let me do it with a 2 again. Excuse me, 2, 3. This remains as 3. So finally with the 3, 2, 1, 1. 3 2s are 6, 6 2s are 12, 12 2s are 24. Very good. Whoever got 24 is perfectly all right. Anybody who couldn't work through it?
Ma'am,
Yeah.
how can we take a 2 in a second step, because there is a 3 and we can't divide 3 by...
That is the thing. Aarti, remember when we were doing 4, 8, what was that? 16. So what did I do? I took 2, 2, 4, 8. Then again I did 2, 2, 4. Then again I was doing a 2. But how can I do 2 when it is only 1 here? Right. So I'm doing so I'm not working anything with that 3. I'm leaving that 3 aside. So either I can do with a 2 or I can do with a 3. Because see, only these two has common or these two has common. So any one pair I can work with. Aarti,
Okay, ma'am.
am I making sense here?
Yes, ma'am. Got it.
Yeah. So that is the thing. Anybody who has do we need to do another practice, or is this okay with you? Okay, let us see one more, just a final one. 35, 5, 15. 21. Let us see this.
Ma'am, I got 105.
Okay, let us just wait.
Sorry, ma'am, there are only 3 numbers, no?
35, 15, 21. Yeah. Yes, we cannot spend so much time.
105, ma'am.
105. Very good. Let us see. Okay, everybody is saying 105. Let us just quickly try this. So again, 2 in pairs. Either I can do with 5 or I can do with 3 or I can do with 7. Okay, so let me do with 5, 7, 3, 21. Now again 2 pairs, so let me do with 7, 1, 3, 7. So now no more pairs. 7 3s are 21. 21 7s are
Ma'am,
Ma'am, it will
133,
be
na?
133.
oh, sorry. Yes, 133. So 3 3s are 9. 9 7s are, yeah, perfect. 105. Okay, so this is how we do LCM. Now, why we were trying to find that out? You remember how we solved this? When I asked you to solve this, what did you do? You first found the LCM of these two. So we did what? 3x into 2 plus 1 into 4 divided by 4 equal to x by 3. Then cross multiply. A lot of work. Why I took this example is, at GRE, you cannot do so much of calculation. You don't have time. You cannot waste so much of time. So what is the method? Shortcut method. What is it?
Ma'am,
Yeah.
ma'am, after that step, when we got 133, you multiplied 133 with 7 and 5. Ma'am, then it comes as 315.
It was 5 into 7 into 9, right? So that is, this is 63.
Into 5.
Yeah, right. This is 315. How can you all get 105?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, because what we did is, when we get that 133, after that we took a 3 as a common. Then it will
Oh,
come
yes,
as
yes, right,
111
right.
in the last
My
time.
mistake. No, perfectly. What you did is right.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
did wrong.
Then we can multiply 5, 7, and 3.
Right. Thank you. Very good. So this, I did that mistake. Maybe in hurry, I wanted to show this method. That is why. So 5, thank you, Aarti. 5, this becomes 3. This is 21. This is 7. Then we are doing with 3, 1, 7, 7. So again by 7, 1, 1, 1. So that is 7 3s are 21. And then you have 105. Thank you so much. All right. Okay, very good. So what I was saying is that while we did the LCM and tried and solved it, we did a lot of calculations. But GRE doesn't want you to do calculate so much. The objective is how in a very less work you can solve it. That is what they test. That is the test of your brain. So what is the method? Find that LCM that we did. So I know that 4 and 2 is the LCM of 4 and 2 is 4. And I see there is another 3. So I do the LCM all together. So 4, 2, 3. Entire LCM I take. So what will be the LCM? 2, 1, 3. That is 3 2s are 6, 6 2s are 12. So actually the LCM of 4, 2, and 3 is 12. Now what you can do is, rather than finding a LCM here, cross multiplying, first solving here, then cross multiplying, rather doing so much, this LCM multiply all through, all the sides. LCM is 12, multiply 12 to all, left side, right side. So if I do that, 12 into, this is what, let me just erase it. 12 into 3x by 4 plus 1 by 2 is equal to x by 3 into 12. So now if I open the brackets, I get what? 36x by 4 plus 12 by 2 is equal to 12x by 3. Now I get directly, I can remove the fractions. What did I say? Eliminate fractions. Anyway, I will try to eliminate the fractions. So this is why I did this. I took the LCM and multiplied that all through. And why I took the LCM of 4, 2, 3? Because both the sides will be then balanced wise operated. If I took the LCM of only 4 and 2 and I had worked that out, again a fraction would have come. So a better way is take the fraction LCM of the entire row, all the denominators that you have, and then multiply that LCM all through. So what do I get? This is 9x, this is 6, all the fractions are removed, and this is 4x. Excuse me. So what does this become? This 4 comes this side, so it will be 5x, and this goes that side, that is minus x, minus 6. So x is nothing but minus 6 by 5. It will look a bit weird right now. That is all right, because this is the first quant class, but you'll see from now on, whatever problem I solve, I will do just a one step maximum from this side to that side. I'll do I'll purposely make things, I'll order things, I'll take time and order things so that the next step I can do without even using the pen. All right. So because this calculation, you might say, ma'am, yeah, this also I'm calculating this after some time, after maybe, 20, 30 problems, we'll not be doing so much of calculation. I'll first find the LCM. As soon as I find the LCM, I'll not do this, multiply this, that. I will directly think this way. If I'm multiplying 12 all through, directly 4 3s are 12, so 9x. 2 6s are plus 6. That is equal to 4x. So that means 5x is equal to minus 6. X is equal to minus 6 by 5. Plain and simple, nothing else. Okay, so that step that I showed you, I multiplied, then I did the division, etc. That also we will not do on our GRE quant. It is just to show you, just to explain you. All right. Okay. Yes. Next is whatever equation you get, if it's a quadratic equation or a cubic also. For cubic, try and transfer that cubic first to a quadratic equation and then do middle term break if possible. Does everyone remember what a middle term break was? The middle term break method, does everyone remember? Okay, I'll at least tell a yes or a no so that I get to.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, what about others? Pragati, Aarti, Nagesh, and
No, ma'am.
Okay.
No,
So,
ma'am.
Splitting of the middle term.
Splitting of the middle term. Very right. So how do we do that? The exact method is, suppose this.
Split.
Yeah, please. What?
Ma'am, I was saying that we will split the middle
Yeah,
term
right.
like its multiplication.
Yeah.
Will be
So what is the format is?
constant term.
The format is this thing. If I have x plus m and x plus n, so the format is x square plus m plus n x plus or minus m into n. This is the format. So whenever I'm breaking it, I should have this in mind, that the final term is actually the multiplication of this and this, and the middle term is the splitting of that factor here. So how from this equation I'm doing this for people who doesn't know? So x square plus 5x minus 14. So what I'm first supposed to do is, I will try and break. I'll find the multiples of this. I'll first multiply suppose this is x square plus ax plus b, or rather let us write ax square plus bx plus c. So if I equate these two equations, what happens? For this equation, Pragati, please try and understand. It might get confusing. So for this equation, A is the coefficient of x square. So what is A here for this equation? A is equal to 1. Right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
If B is the coefficient of x. So what is the coefficient of x here? 5.
5.
So B
Yes,
is 5. And C is
14.
minus 14. Because plus C, and I'm having a minus 14 here. So C is minus 14. All right. Now the thing is, it occurs like this. I have, so the first step I'll do is I'll multiply A into C. So in this case, I multiply and I see it's minus 14. Luckily, some equations, it might be a 2 here. You have to multiply and accordingly you do the breaking up. But out here, it is, we are lucky that we have only 1 here. So that is A into C. What is A into C? A into C is minus 14. So now I will try and factorize minus 14 in a way so that I get this 5 through addition and subtraction. So let us see how to do that. Let us see 14. So what are the factors of 14? 2 and 7. Right, Pragati? 2 and 7 are only factors, nothing more. 7 again 1. So 7 and 2 are the only factors I have. So now what I'll do is I will do certain addition subtraction operation with the 7 and 2 such that if they are added, they will be giving me 5x. If they are multiplied, they will give me minus 14. So 7 and 2 will not give me minus 14. So either, 7 has to be a minus or 2 has to have a negative sign. Correct, Pragati?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So suppose I assume that 7 is negative here. 7 is minus 7. So let me try and factorize that. And if you see, minus 7 and plus 2 will give me 5. Yes?
Yes.
The middle term, what did I tell you? This middle term will be the summation of factors. And the factors multiply, the product of the factors will be this and this. The multiplication of this and this will give me the product of the factors. And the middle term will give me the summation of the factors. All right. So now I have seen that my factors are 7 and 2. Rather minus 7 and 2 or 7 and minus 2. So I have to arrange it in a way so that now I found that 7 and minus 2 will give me minus 14. So my product is done. How about the middle term breaking? How do I do that? I see that middle term summation should be plus 5x. So what method? 7 and minus 2 or minus 2 and 7 will give me, the addition will give me 5x?
Ma'am, 7 and minus 2.
7 and
Sign of the
minus
bigger
2.
number.
So what will I do? X square plus 7x minus 2x minus 14 is equal to 0. Pragati, is this okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Now you see, if I multiply this 2 plus 7 minus 2 plus 7x minus 2x, it is giving me minus 14x square, which is this and this multiplied together. And if I am adding this, it is giving me plus 5x, which is the middle term. So I could have done a mistake. I could have taken it minus 7x and 2x. Then also I would have got minus 14x squared. But then my output would have been, if I would have written minus 7x plus 2x minus 14, what would have happened? This would have given me minus 5x, but my actual given thing is plus 5x. So that would have been a mistake. Clear? So this two checking you have to do before you proceed with the middle term break. But then again, this is just for your knowledge. For very critical problems, I'm telling you, most of the problem can be done with the options only. I'll plug in the data and I'll solve. I'll not do so much of work. But again, there will be some questions which you cannot do without this middle term breaking. Some critical questions. That is why you should be aware of all the methods. All right. So now that I have the factors, so now what was the thing? X square plus 7x minus 5x minus 14 equal to 0. So now I will take all the commons. So what is common between x square and 7x? Pragati, what is common between x square and 7x?
7, ma'am.
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, minus 2x minus 14.
Oh, sorry. Thank you. Yeah, this is 2x. Pragati, what is the common between x square and 7x?
7, ma'am, because x square is coefficient of x square is a 1.
Yeah, but the common is only x, right?
Common is x.
Yeah. Sorry, yes, x.
X. So I'll take x common here, and this becomes x plus 7. Now this x plus 7, I'll try to bring here also. That is my objective. So how do I get that? How can I get x plus 7 on this side from minus 2x minus 14, Pragati?
X. In this one, say 7 is
this
common.
is minus 2x and this is minus 14. I want to bring this x plus 7 here also. How do I get that? What common should I take to make this x plus 7?
Minus 2.
Very good. Pragati, did you get that? If I see in both the thing, in this thing, what is common? Only minus 2 is common. Minus 2 is common.
Means we don't have to factor that here.
No, you don't have to factor that. You have already factored. Now you'll only take the common multiple.
Okay.
So out here, the common multiple is minus 2. If I take this minus 2, you see you'll again get this x plus 7 here. This becomes only x. If I take minus 2 from minus 2x, what is left? Plus x. Pragati, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And this from minus 14, if I take minus 2, what is left?
Plus 7.
Plus 7 equal to 0. Now see, this and this matches. So that means your middle term break is perfect. If it was not, you will not get two matching terms. So finally I get, what are the factors then? X plus 7 into x minus 2 equal to 0. So that means if I put x is equal to minus 7, x plus 7 equal to 0 means this is a multiplication. X plus 7 into x minus 2 is equal to 0. This is a product. Product of two quantities is giving me 0 means what? Product of two quantities is giving me 0 means what? It can mean
either of them is 0.
Yes. It means either x plus 7 is 0, either x plus 7 is 0 or x minus 2 is 0, or both x plus 7 is and x minus 2 is 0. Both can be 0 also. This multiplication of 0 is also 0. Pragati, can you tell me why did I say that either x plus 7 is 0 or x minus 2 is 0?
Ma'am, the whole equation is equal to 0. That's why
Yes.
x plus 7 is equal to 0.
Anything that is multiplied with 0 is 0. So I can see that it is a product and the whole equation is giving me 0. That means maybe if this is 0, this will again get 0 to bring the 0. Or if this is 0, this will again nullify the entire equation. Or if both are 0, that also might be thing. So I will use these three equations. And so what will I get? I'll get the value of x. So in this case, value of x will be minus 7. In this case, value of x will be 2, plus 2. Right? So now to check if you have done it right or wrong, I can substitute the value of x here. If I substitute the value of x to be minus x, I'll see this equation will be 0. If I substitute the value of x to be plus 2, I will see this equation to be 0. Let us see. 2 plus 2, so 2 2s are 4, plus 5 2s are 10, minus 14, 0. Similarly, if I put the value of minus 7, 49, plus 49, minus 7 5s are 35, minus 14. So 30 minus 35 minus 14 is 49, minus 49, 49 is again 0. So I have done my equations. The middle term breaking is perfect. All right. Any doubts here? Any questions or doubts here?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Now this was a very simple case that we worked with. On GRE, you will not come across such a simple equation to do a middle term break or to factorize. What you'll rather get is something like this. Something like this you'll come across. And again, I will not solve it at all. I'll not do anything. I'll try and reduce and eliminate and eliminate. So what do I see? I see it is 2x squared minus 32. And out here, I see 6x, a big equation. So my first job will be, as soon as I see it, I'll try and factorize and eliminate something, because like the previous case, the problem that we did, there was a 6x squared plus I think 12x something was there, and you were given 2x squared plus 4x value. So there I told you, you can multiply and see, multiply with 3 and you would have got the value. But see, out here that is also not possible. This is 2x squared minus 32, odd value, 6x squared plus 12x minus 144. Again, not possible. So what I have to do now? Yeah, what I have to do now is factorization. So try and factorize these two equations. All of you, tell me what is going to be the value, final output. Take down this problem and tell me what do we get. Try and reduce as much as you can. Pragati, you will try again. For you, just a tip is try and take the common first, for all of you actually. The upper thing you can see, it is 6x squared plus 12x minus 144. Look for the common there. Take out that common thing completely. So you'll be left with a very small equation. You can factorize that equation very easily. For the below part also, x is 2x squared minus 32, 2 is the common. Take out that 2. You'll be able to factorize it much better. Okay, this one I'll do it for you, because this is the first day. Let me do it for you. So what do I have? I have 6x squared plus 12x. So what did I tell you? First, take out all the common. So out here 6, 6, 6. Let me take 6 common. So I get x squared plus 2x minus 6, 2 is 12, 6 4. This is my above, and below take 2 common. So I am left with x squared minus 16. So this 2 and this 6 cancels. So see, I have eliminated one part of the denominator. So now I am left with 3. Stop me if you don't understand. Whoever it is, please stop me. 24 divided by x squared minus 16 is, I can also write it as x squared minus 4 square. Can I write the 16 as 4 square?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now you'll see it will get easier. So this will give me what? 3 into, now let us do a middle term break here also. Pragati, do this middle term break. All of you do this middle term break, but I'll look for the answer from Pragati. All of you do this middle term break and tell me what are the factors.
Ma'am, yes, ma'am, I did.
You did it, Nahare? Okay, tell me.
Ma'am, it will be 6 and 4. plus 6x minus 4x.
X squared plus
Ma'am,
yeah, Pragati, tell me.
yes, ma'am. 6x minus 4x minus plus 6x minus 4x minus 24.
Right? Very good.
Yes.
And this is x square minus 4 square. So this gives me, so wait, this gives me, let me keep the 3 separate. So x, if I take common, this will give me x plus 6 minus 4, again x plus 6 divided by, this is a square minus b square. What is that formula? A square minus b square. What is the formula?
A square minus 2ab plus b square.
A
That is
plus
a
B.
minus b whole square, Pragati. That is a square minus 2ab plus b square. But I asked you for a square.
It will be
A
Huh.
plus
a
B,
plus
A
b, a
minus.
minus b.
Very good. A square minus b square only will give me, Pragati, a plus b, a minus b. This I just included in the formula list. You'll get it once you check this. You'll get it. X plus 4, x minus 4. Why? Because this is a, this is b. So this is a square, this is b square. So actually a's value is x, b's value is 4. Okay. So now you see how much I have reduced. So 3 into x plus 6, take that common. X minus 4 divided by x plus 4, x minus 4. So x minus 4 gets cancelled. So I'm left with the final equation, that is, now open the bracket, 3x plus 18 divided by x plus 4. Any doubts on this, anyone? I have opened the bracket, or you can keep it as it is. Any doubts on this?
No, ma'am.
Yeah.
No, ma'am.
Pragati, you were saying something?
What, ma'am?
Were you say any doubts, or it's okay?
It's okay, ma'am.
Very good.
No doubt.
So this is the thing that GRE looks in for. Out here, once you do again, once you gain experience of 20 to 40 problems, again you practice that, what you'll do is these parts you'll eliminate. This middle term breaking you'll not do like this. Automatically, as soon as you see this, x square plus 6x minus 4x plus 3, you'll eliminate, you'll automatically know this will be 3 into x plus 6, x minus 4. X plus 4, x minus 4. Cancel, this will be the output. All right. Okay. Hello. Okay, now the last methods, last thing, I will just quickly finish. Give me another 5 minutes. So next is, if you're given 2 equations, all right, you are being given 2 equations like this. 3x plus y equal to 17 and 2x minus 2y equal to 6. So what is the approach? There are 2 methods. One is called the substitution method. That means what? from any one of the equation, find the value of any one variable. Any one variable. That can be x, that can be y. I've got two variables here, both the cases, x, y. So from any one of the equations, find the value of only one variable. So let me from this equation find the value of y. So this will give me 2x minus 2y equal to 6. That means x minus y equal to 3. So y is equal to x minus 3, right? So this is my y's value. Now I'll put this y's value here in this part of y. So 3x plus y, I will put this value plus x minus 3 equal to 17. So that gives me 4x minus 3 equal to 17. That is 4x is equal to plus 20. So x is equal to 5. Now, if x is equal to 5, substitute the value of x here again. So this is substitution. From here, you're substituting here. From here again, you're substituting back here. So y will be equal to 5 minus 3 equal to 2. Everybody got this? This is one method. The other method.
Yes, ma'am.
Any doubts?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
No, ma'am.
The other method is called the elimination method. How do I go? The same equation, I can work with elimination. Method 2. That is the method I prefer much more than the substitution method. So I use the substitution method until unless it is required. So what is this elimination method? So I have 3x plus y equal to 17. And I have another what? 2x minus 2y equal to 6. What do? I will try and make any one of the coefficient of both the equations same. So here for x, the coefficient of x in the first equation is 3 and the coefficient of x in the first equation is 2. How can I make them same?
Multiplication, ma'am.
With how much?
Ma'am, by multiplying first equation with 2 and second equation with 3.
Very good. I can do that, one option. Another option is I can do the same with y. So here I can see that y in one case is 2, another case it's 1. So that is an easier one because in this case I have to multiply both the equations. But if I take y, in one case it is already 2. The other case, if I multiply the other equation only by 2, my job will get easier. So I'll do that. My objective is to reduce the number of steps. So what do? I'll multiply this into 2. This is into 2, so that will give me 6x plus 2y is equal to 34. And this remains the same, 2x minus 2y equal to 6. Add them up. This gets cancelled. This is plus only. So 6 plus 2 is 8x. This is your 10, 40. That means x is equal to 5. This is what we got through substitution method. Now x is equal to 5, substitute here or here anywhere. So if I'm substituting it here, so x is equal to 5 is 10x minus 2y is equal to 6. So from here you can find the, sorry, not 10x, only 10. From here I can solve this equation, or from here. This is what, the choice of equation, which step to choose it comes from experience. If I'm like, for this case, I multiplied only the upper equation because I had 2 here. This will reduce my work. I don't have to multiply both the equations. So I selected this. As soon as I got x is equal to 5, rather than substituting it in this equation, try and substitute in this equation. This your brain will tell you through some experience. Why? Because out here, if I'm substituting the 5 in the second equation, you see, I'll again have to bring it here and do all the division, etc. Right? But in this case, what will happen if I'm substituting? Y is already single. So 3 into 5 minus 17 is equal to my minus y. So this will give me 15 minus 17 is equal to minus y. So y is equal to 2. I didn't have to do another step of division and all, which I had to do in this case. This case, I'll do the addition and then again division, reduce the steps. So you should be knowing where to substitute and which of the equation, if I substitute, I will save. Maybe you might say, ma'am, how much is the difference? Maximum 4 to 5 seconds. On the GRE exam day, on the test day, even a 5-second gain will be a huge gain for you. This 5 seconds that you've gained will help you in a much more tougher problem, and you'll help you keep that like peace of mind if you have that 5 seconds at hand. Okay, so for this problem you might think that it hardly makes a difference, but it will make a difference on the test day, not now but on the test day. So our objective should always be to reduce the number of equations. All right. Cross multiplication we have done. Okay, this is another equation, another method through which we can do the middle term, find the equation or find the value of x. In a quadratic equation, all quadratic equations are not solvable to middle term breaking or factorization. So the equations where the factorization is not working, we use this formula. So please remember this, x is equal to, so what did I tell you? The equation is ax squared plus bx plus c equal to 0, right? So maybe this equation, what was the equation? 3x squared plus 7x plus 5 equal to 0, suppose. So actually a is equal to 3. Always write down the coefficients, even on the test day. Separately write down the coefficient. Don't think, no, I can see it. No need of writing. It is required. My objective is to eliminate any negative marking. So I will try not to do that. So a is equal to 3, b is equal to 7, c is equal to 5. I've written it. Now let us move ahead. So x is equal to, what is the formula? Minus b plus minus root over of b square minus 4ac by 2a, whole by 2a. Okay, so now substitute the values. Minus of b is 7, so minus of 7 plus minus. Why plus minus? A quadratic equation always gives me 2 values of x. A cubic equation gives me 3 values of x. So out here, one value of x will be with this plus sign, minus 7 plus something, and the other value of, so this is x1 equal to minus 7 plus of root over b square is 7 square minus 4 into a is 3 into bc is 5 by twice of a is 3. This is x1. And similarly, there will be a x2, which is minus 7 minus root over of b square, that is again 7 square, minus 4 into 3 into 5 divided by 2a. 2 equations I'll get. Those are the 2 values of my x. All right. So this formula is very important. So that will be it for your basics of algebra. What next we need to do is that my plan was to go today only, but we took some time to clear out the basics. So next day we'll do that. My plan was to, directly start off with some numericals, GRE problem, nothing else. Okay, one more thing. Does all of you have any GRE book at home? Do you have or no?
Yes, ma'am, I have one.
Okay, if you have or don't have, no problem. I'll share a problem. I'll always share problems from my end, and those will be only, like my point was, if you have a book, that should be the official book, not Kaplan, not Princeton, or not all these, the official ETS book only. After that, while we are doing mocks to get, because ETS only provides you with one free exam, one free mock, another is a paid mock, I suppose. So ETS only provides you that. So after, because of that, only two mocks will not help you. So that time I'll tell you, I'll give you some links and I'll tell you, okay, go for any third party mock exam. That is only for testing your, not testing your score, but to test your time. Are you able to stay within the stipulated time? That's my objective. But other than for practice, for experiencing with past year problems, that should always be the ETS material. I always do that. I will provide you with all the problems, but still, if you are also following something, try and follow that ETS booklet only. If you don't have
Ma'am,
no
I
issues,
have, ma'am, I have the official guide to GRE by
perfect. That's the
ETS.
word I'm telling. The official guide only. Don't go for any third party advertised book. There are many famous, you'll get many of such, but I want you not to do that, because this is my experience. If you're doing the ETS only, because all the third parties, what they do, they do the increases the complexity of the problem and present to you. So what happens after solving that, you feel that, either you, if you're able to do it, well and good. If you're not able to do it, you lose your confidence there. So that is not our objective. If you are able to do a ETS problem, that is more than enough for your test day. Okay, so I'll keep giving you problems today. Also, I'll post some of the problems, but I'll not post much because I myself couldn't do. I want to do first few problems with you together, only then I want to give you some assignments on quant. So I'll not post any assignment on the quant. Whatever assignment is given to you for the IELTS, try and do that. Next day, once we are doing the quant, once we together do a quants class, solve few problems, tell you the tricks of how to go about the problem, because this is the old method that I showed you. What is what, why is what. So there are many more tricks that we need to apply for numericals. So we'll do that. After that, I'll post assignment for the quant. So for now, for this week, I'm not giving you any quant assignment. All right?
Ma'am?
Yeah.
Will you please share this PPT so that I can practice?
Yeah, perfect. I'll share you this PPT. I'll share some problem also, but that is only for your practice. That is not an assignment, because until and unless I show you the tricks and the tricks of the game, there's no point doing a problem like, the way you were solving the LCM and all. You did first, you took the LCM, then you did cross multiplication. Then that is just a waste of time and energy. That is not, that had fetched you marks in your school and colleges. That will not fetch you marks in GRE. Okay, so that is why I'll post this PPT. I'll post a few problems also, but then the only objective is for you to have a grasp of it. That's it. But that method of which you will be following, I'll change the complete method. Whatever method I tell you, just blindly follow that. That will help you. All right. Okay. Thank you, class. Any questions?
Thank you.
Any doubts? Any questions?
No.
Okay. So thank you, class. And Aarti, Nahar, just try and see if you get that invitation, join it. Else,
Ma'am, I joined it by another mail. I got it on another mail. I joined it by that mail.
Okay, perfect.
Mail ID, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, perfect. And Nazish, if you're sharing your email ID, WhatsApp me, then I can also add you in that group. Okay. Okay, thank you, class.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, ma'am.
Thank you.